And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 311. Today is Friday, December 28th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Oh, yeah.
I believe I got it. It's 311, right?
Yep, 311.
All right, 311.
Moving on up.
Yes, moving on up. Did we do Cryptocoin yesterday? Anybody win that?
Yep, we have a winner from yesterday.
Wow,
our winner is Shinobi1. Thank you for your comment.
Shinobi.
Based on our question, which was about what would you like us to put into our first annual Gentlemen of Crypto Awards. And who would you want us to shout out? They put the Influencer of the Year, and we can definitely put that award in there as well. It'll probably be hard to call somebody else the Influencer of the Year. It might be us, but honestly, there are some out there that's doing pretty good.
On there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Shinobi1. Be sending those free crypto coins to you today.
Thank you, Shinobi1.
Oh yeah.
All right, head into this top story of the day. Boom. There it is. Phishing attack on Electrum wallet nets hacker almost $1 million in hours.
Woo.
Hacking is the go-to business this year. People have taken big wins, and we're seeing that again. Looks like reportedly, and this is happening. It happened late yesterday or whatever, but it looks like reportedly an ongoing hack against cryptocurrency while Electrum has seen a malicious party steal almost 250 bitcoins, about $937,000. Commentators reported on social media yesterday, December 27th. What's going on here? Has Electrum responded? What are they saying?
Oh yeah. Well, the way they did it is, in my opinion, a very smart way that you go about it is they have malicious servers. So the hackers set up a bunch of malicious servers, whether they were virtual or actual hardware servers, not sure. But if someone who was using Electrum Wallet connected to one of those servers, because you can actually choose based on speed or based on location. And if they tried to
what server you're going to use for the entire wallet?
Yep.
Okay.
What server you're going to use for the wallet. And that way, if it's on your desktop, it can't be taken away, so to say. So they tried to send a Bitcoin transaction, and what they would do is they sent an official-looking email message. So social engineered it. They basically socially engineered people to think that they needed a two-factor authentication code, even though that never has occurred in Electrum Wallet history. Right. They would type in that code, and then next thing they know, as one user says, when I logged on, it immediately asked for my two-factor code, which I thought was a little strange, which there should have been a red flag.
But people
don't listen themselves. They don't even trust themselves.
It happens, especially when you're not really paying attention. You're just kind of like, what? Whatever. Yeah. Oh, and then as soon as you do it, as soon as you press send or whatever, that's when you're like, wait a second.
Exactly.
Hold on, let me Google this, even though it's like you should have did that first time, but
yeah,
we've all made that mistake.
Yeah, and so when they tried to send the Bitcoins, she or he kept getting an error code. Right. Max fee exceeded. But when they restored their wallet, when you can basically re-index it, they found that the balance had been transferred out in full. So that's one of the worst feelings to log in to a wallet and there's nothing there.
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do at that point.
Hurts.
And the main wallet has 243 Bitcoins. So we'll see how many overall they end up with, but they have at least 243.
Listen, for $1 million, the search will never end.
Oh,
it's
man.
like, which oceans? We always talk about oceans. Which oceans was it? Oceans 11, Oceans, one of those oceans.
Yeah.
The search would never end. You would never, it would just be messed up. Dylan, what's going on? What's going on, Cornelius? Good morning, Jizzy Mac. Good morning, the game I peep. Sergeant Crypto Ty.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Yeah, Jizzy Mac.
Crypto, GODTV.
Great question, Jizzy Mac. I don't know. If I've never set up two-factor, how would you think you would have to answer
I can see how it is because
if you're not paying attention yet.
Or if you have like multiple, if you got like 6 wallets,
yeah, true.
You're on 4 exchanges. I mean, if you got 250 Bitcoin, you're probably, you probably made your way around a little bit. So. Yeah. That's the only way I can think of is literally you have 10 different things and you're like, did I put the two-factor on this one? Like, I don't know. Especially if you rename your two-factor authentication on your app.
And they got a lot of people too, man.
That's crazy.
Socially
hopefully they can figure this out. It always sucks to see the hacks. This is a thing that, of course, needs to definitely, if not completely stop, slow down drastically in the space. Because, again, this year, I mean, we're looking at over, a couple $1 billion of stolen funds from hacks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
an
industry.
Yeah.
That's an industry, people. But yeah, that's a school of hard knocks lesson right there, Sergeant Crypto. That is true.
Yeah, and I would say, just putting on my tinfoil hat, that these attacks against certain wallets are coming from the same group of hackers.
Oh, it
may be about 40, 50 really good hackers in the world who are doing it. Because the ones that get caught, you can always trace their tracks. And then the ones that can't get caught, it's like the same setup. Phishing, malware, all of that. So
I mean, because unless it's just that easy. Unless the hackers are really like, you guys don't understand. You don't have to.
Nah, I was just saying more hackers got caught
than
didn't. So that's what I'm saying. If it's going down like this and they're not getting caught, same little crew, just spread out around the world.
Right.
And nobody knows each other's identity. So.
Oh, wow. Bitcoin supporting payments firm Square named Yahoo Finance's Company of the Year.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Square.
Yeah, there you go, Square.
Take a chance on Bitcoin and see what happens.
United States-based Bitcoin supporting payments firm Square has been named Yahoo Finance Company of the Year, according to a report from the media outlet, which was released about, it looks like last week, December 18th. So slow news day over here. Yeah. But you know how it goes. Yahoo Finance reports $26 billion market cap payments company founded by Jack Dorsey and Jim McClelvey, I can't pronounce it, in 2009. Saw the stock go up about 72% through December 14th. Shares went up 170% by the end of September. Before the market went downturn, had its wider downturn. So it looks like the Square's Cash app has been a smart move for these guys, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think them integrating Bitcoin only made them more viable in the future because other, Abra and Robinhood, some of these other ones that have started doing it, they're kind of behind. With Cash App, it was like the onboarding process is so simple. It's literally one extra button that they had to put on there, and that was it. The fact that you can buy it from your bank account automatically, you can set up auto buys, very good for them. And of course, as a payment system, Square itself didn't do anything noticeably different. They
Square's been
upgraded.
good.
Yeah, I mean, they've done fine. They've upgraded a little bit of the hardware that you can use with Square and some of the software, but Bitcoin was in my opinion, the big catalyst that pushed them forward up above everybody else. Probably will stay there for a while.
And you talking about for Square, it makes sense because Square is used with so many businesses as far as a payment processor. Mm-hmm. If you do add the crypto piece to it, to actually like the POS point of sale systems for these businesses, then I mean, you're literally, everyone can stay inside the Square app if people decide to use the Square app to exchange crypto.
And it's coming.
And do it. I mean, it's literally nothing else they need to do. It's just some simple fixes they need to make, or they need to create some simple things they need to create. And I mean, it's the API is there for it to be done.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to Square, man.
Yeah, there you go, Square.
Oh, yeah. Jack Dorsey doing something right.
There we go.
Because I don't know what happened with Twitter.
Right. Wall Street Journal reports Bitcoin is trading at strong correlation with gold as traditional investors step in. That is right. This story just came up an hour ago. A Wall Street Journal article published today, December 28th, suggests that Bitcoin's correlation with traditional asset markets have been high in recent days. Citing data from research firm Excalibur Pro Incorporated, Wall Street Journal states that the top crypto has traded at a 0.84 correlation to gold over the past 5 days, where -1 indicates complete inversion and +1 perfect correlation. Moreover, Bitcoin has traded at a 0.77 correlation to the Chicago Board of Options Exchange Volatility Index, VIX, and Benchmark Index for United States Equity Market Volatility. What does all these mean?
Oh, yeah.
What does this mean?
Basically, we're passing so far as Bitcoin, as far as correlation with Bitcoin, and how the price fluctuates with gold. So it's not necessarily the actual price, it's how the price moves. So when gold's going up, we're very, very similar in going up. When gold's going down, us too. And at this point in the market, we're seeing, of course, in my opinion, the start of the big credit bubble of 2019.
They only gave you like a
they only gave you a
heads up for.
You got the government shut down at the same time. You got, Steve Munchkin calling bankers asking if they're okay. You got, people promising us that the economy is doing just fine.
We're good until somebody starts to jump. When that first person jumps on a Wednesday morning, it's going down.
It's going down. You might as well go ahead and move your assets to something like gold, silver, Bitcoin. A lot of people have thought about doing it, but for most people, they'll be too late. They'll sit there and think about it so long. If something happens in the market, they won't do it. But if Bitcoin is correlated with gold, it actually makes it a better standard for store value, because if you look at long term, gold, I mean, the price of Bitcoin passed gold a long time ago. Right. I mean, that was a big day, actually, for a lot of Bitcoin.
It's funny, people still don't realize. People always tell me about different stock prices, but you do know the price of Bitcoin, right? Yeah. As low as it is and as bad as it's done. I mean, you're talking about an asset for multiple thousands of dollars.
And you can also use it. That's the thing about gold. You can buy it. You can hold it, which is cool. JM Bullion is great to buy. Gold with Bitcoin. You can wear it. Give it away as a gift, which is cool. But Bitcoin, you can do all the same things and more. So if it's basically on the uptick with traditional assets, maybe some of the gold bugs and hard silver people will basically back off the fact that what they have is so important and better than Bitcoin, because if this correlated at this point, it is a store value. That will be the actual definition of a store value. So good to see there. We're getting close. Like we said, +1 is perfect. We're at 0.77. Not bad. It's passing grade. You know, you can get through. You can get through with that.
All right. Next story up: $4 billion lawsuit against Craig Wright moves forward as judge declines dismissal request.
Oh yeah.
Wow, fake Toshi is at it again. United States court has rejected repeated requests from in-chain chief scientist Craig Wright to dismiss a $4 billion lawsuit against him. Documents revealed December 27th. All right, if you got a $4 billion lawsuit levied against you,
you did something.
I mean, not only did you do something, but I mean, it's kind of like the U.S. and its debt. Like, you're not seeing this money. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right. I'm not about to pull. Where are we going to pull $4 billion at? Here you guys go. Got a restitution. In the latest stage of an ongoing legal battle over Wright's alleged theft of Bitcoin from the estate of deceased crypto developer David Kleiman, a South Florida district court judge denied an application to have the charges thrown out. Wow.
Oh, man.
The case originally came to court in February. You know, we actually talked about the story when Kleiman's family alleging Wright stole up to 1.1 million Bitcoin after he passed away, which is probably true. But was probably also true about is his family didn't even realize what it was until they realized what it was.
How much money it was, yeah.
They're like, wait, he stole what? Wright, who has proclaimed himself to be Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Of course, everybody's kind of debunked that in the industry if you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Vied with Kleiman as possible candidates for the anonymous early developer of the cryptocurrency. Well, of course, after Kleiman died in 2013, Wright contacted his estate, claiming to want to help dispose of the Bitcoin fortune. He claimed he did so, but he didn't return the funds. Again, it's one of those things where while it was wrong that he took it, this is the Wild West. And if in 2013, it sounds like his family or Kleiman's estate may have gave Wright those private keys, they're like, we don't know what this is or what to do with it.
Yeah.
But you see him too, and he stole it.
Yeah.
Definitely wrong for him to steal it if he did allegedly, but that's also one of those things where it's greed. You know, if you stole 1.1 million, if you stole all the Bitcoin, like, dude, you couldn't leave 100,000 Bitcoin for them.
Yeah.
200 something to wet their beak, but
nothing.
Instead, you want to be greedy, and this is what happens. They are coming back for you allegedly if he did it. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh yeah, well, the funniest part of this story to me is the part where they talk about forked assets, because that's another big thing. If you got 300,000 Bitcoins from back in 2014,
right?
You got Bitcoin private,
really? How much?
You got Bitcoin gold, you got Bitcoin Cash, you got Bitcoin everything.
Platinum? Can I get some of that Bitcoin Platinum above you?
And even if it's, I mean, even if the price is low, so to say, it's free money. It literally is free money, because if you have 100,000 Bitcoins, you would have 100,000 Bitcoin Cash, which was trading at over 1,000 at some point. So that's more money. And I'd be interested to see if they'll have a forked assets. Like in law, there'll be something just for forked assets. Because I can guarantee you right now, once people kind of realize how much money they should have based on the assets that were forked off, that'll be funny to see people suing left and right. Like, yeah, you should have way more money than we have. But yeah, this is pretty funny to see. And Wright, if I was him, I would, like you said, just give them enough for them to be quiet. Don't go to court.
You try to take everything. I mean, you deserve to go to if you did this.
Greedy, man. Greed.
But you know, it's one of those things where when you look at it, this is going to set precedents. This won't be the first time. There will be many other cases where maybe somebody's married, you know, the guy or the woman dies or whatever, and it's like, well, I have access to their crypto, or maybe, you know, their you know, kid had access, or their uncle or aunt, somebody else had access to their crypto. Their significant other didn't. It's like, well, who does this crypto go to? Or maybe it's one of the cases where a lawyer or somebody who knows about crypto comes in and actually steals it from someone's estate. It's like, what do you do in these cases? Do they get it back? How can you get it back? Because if he left it in the market, which we know he did for some of it, some of that's gone. If he took it out the market, that's definitely gone. But it's good that they're coming down on the Craig Wrights, and I know the Roger Veres people are coming at him for Bcash and some of these other little projects, because this is what's going to keep the community safe almost. You know, these are the same people who are behind SegWit2x, who tried to fork off Bitcoin initially to make it their own little, you know, private monetary system. And so it's good to see that the money they're using for those projects to just try to be greedy and to make more money is actually self-correcting itself, because now they're being caught in some of their greedy moves that they've done in the past.
That bubble pop.
And I'm sure they'll continue to get caught, because once the dust clears and we look back at 2017 and some of the things that were going on that were kind of illegal, not even kind of, were definitely illegal in our market.
They just let it happen.
Right. I think it'll be the same type of thing coming back. Like, all right, no, we want this. We want restitution, whether it's money or criminal restitution, whatever it is. Like, you got to pay something back, man. You're not going to just, again, Craig Wright, Roger Ver, some of these people, a lot of what they do has been funded. Roger Ver is a little bit more fair. He definitely was in early, made some good money. But, I mean, if you're still in Bitcoin and then going back into other projects.
Yeah. If you're that rich, you wouldn't be still working.
Right.
Like
somebody needs to find you.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, with Craig Wright's whole deal with the moving the money and all that, there's no reason why he should be walking around just chilling. I can tell you that right now. He shows up at conferences and tells whole countries, I'm richer than you and blah, blah, blah. So
really?
Hey, he might get his issue one day, but that won't be today.
You got $4 billion of somebody else's money talking tough.
Talking tough.
Jamal J, what's going on? Edwin IT, Milto, hello.
Hey, make sure you explain Bitcoin and crypto to your family members.
Right.
And give your private keys to somebody you trust.
National Bank of Kuwait launches Ripple-based cross-border payments product. All right, this was a very interesting story.
Cash, where you at?
Right. Cash, this story is for you out there. The National Bank of Kuwait has launched a cross-border remittance product based on RippleNet's blockchain technology, according to an announcement published December 27th. See, everybody, Ripple is good. Banks love it. Established in 1952, the NBK is the largest financial institution in terms of assets in Kuwait. Per the bank's 2017's annual report, NBK has over $86.3 billion in total assets.
Man.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money to move.
They're also the first financial establishment in Kuwait to implement a remittance product, the NBK Direct Remits, for international live payments based on RippleNet's blockchain technology. The product will purportedly speed up cross-border money transfers. Again, it's one of those things I get it. Let's say Ripple works, RippleNet works. I don't get why people use it over Bitcoin.
Not even gonna lie, stable coins are actually, to me, a better use case than Ripple. But I can understand Ripple technology being super quick and having really low fees any time of the day. However, how big has the network, or how much has it been tested? That's the biggest thing. How many transactions? So
I get tested now.
They said people keep telling me Ripple's transaction speeds are superior. So if banks want to use it, that's fine. But honestly, going forward, deals like this with Ripple will, in my opinion, keep coming out, but I just don't see how regular people use it. So for banks, hey, maybe
that's something we've been consistent with from day one. Banks have been using it from day one. We've been saying you can trade it.
Oh yeah.
But again, it's one of those things where it's good for banks, especially if that's their target audience. Because right now, banks are using Swift and all. They are using outdated mechanisms. So if they're one step forward in the future is through Ripple, then perfect. We'll worry about the next steps then, or maybe Ripple will turn out to be everything it says it is. Who knows? So, but either way, it's going to show that banks are beginning to go toward cryptocurrency.
Absolutely.
And when you talk about Kuwait, notice this wasn't on OFAC's list, or I don't think it's on OFAC's list. I believe we're still doing business with Kuwait. I mean, this thing changes every few days.
Yeah, I would say so far.
But regardless, if Kuwait's a partner in the United States and they're actually using this, then how much longer will it be for the U.S. actually use it as well? Because we know we trade with the Middle East.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure if you have $86.3 billion in total assets, I'm pretty certain you're trading with majority of the world. you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You got
you're trading with people in every corner of the world. So let's see how this works. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Cash. They said it's good for remittances and it solves a problem. Yeah, true. And then others say Ripple is trash. Yeah. But, and
we'll see.
Like I said, people have difference of opinion. We've seen it. I've seen it back and forth for 4 years now with Ripple being good or bad. It doesn't matter really overall if you find a way to profit off of it. Right. And if the use case is for banks and banks want to throw billions of dollars into their market cap and that increases the price, as a trader, hey, that's fine too.
These
I don't discriminate.
These tokens are like players on a team, people. They're racehorses. There's a few we think are thoroughbreds like Bitcoin. Yeah. There's a few we think some mutt shouldn't be here running, and then there's your middles. But at the end of the day, we'll have a chance to. We'll always be around. I mean, people that are inner community enthusiasts and traders. We'll be around to talk about it because, again, I tell you what, those top 10 coins from literally last year, middle of last year, June of 2017, January 2017, June of 2016. I mean, you're looking at a different top 10 coin list almost every time. So, and with that being said, there are plenty of coins in that top 10 where people were like, "This is the one.
Yeah,
it's going down." You know,
IOTA
storage, whatever.
Storage, yeah. Back in the day, what was it? Factum.
Factum was up there.
Steemit was in the top 10 last year.
Steemit was in the top 10. So there's been a lot of top 10 coins.
Yeah. Shout out to the OGs who remember PeerCoin.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I couldn't think of
PeerCoin was supposed to be the standard 4 years ago.
I forgot it was one last year in top 10. It's like a green one. I forgot what it's called. But
yeah, it was a few out there.
Yeah, I mean, literally the top 10 list has changed so much. And I think we'll continue to see this change at least for another 6 months to a year here before maybe it might stabilize out a little bit in 2020 once the halving happens.
Yeah.
We know one that's going to be up there.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool to see them actually. Again, it's cool to see banks use the new technology though.
Yeah.
Again, they're not using this technology to help you and I, of course. They're using it to help each other. To say, you know, we can actually save even more money besides waiting on a paper check to come to your bank in whatever country you're in and check the numbers. We could just do it online now. So it's good to see them using this tech, and we'll see if more people start to adopt it, at least in different ways.
Oh, yeah. Like we've always said, at the very least, cryptocurrency will make banks more efficient.
Right.
Even if it fails completely, the banks realize this technology exists. So
right. Max said banks already created their own crap coin called fiat of currency.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also said that banks don't care about speed. They have billions. They can make settlements as fast as they want. It's all about controlling supply. Exactly. I mean, the speed is literally for them to save more money. I mean, you are still, if anything, they might have the audacity to up charges even more for using a faster payment process.
This technology is so advanced,
right.
You should pay an extra
you should
10
double,
cents on the dollar.
Double everything y'all do. And this is like, but everybody can use it. Nah, we're not listening. We don't subscribe to that.
Sanctions.
Yeah. Sanctions, yeah. We don't subscribe to that thought process of everybody using it.
Just start throwing out sanctions.
Does everybody have a bank? Then legally you can't use it. Like one of those things.
Yep.
One announcement we want to make, you definitely don't want to miss next week's show. Yesterday we already, getting the list together as far as who's going to win different awards. We're getting a newsletter together. We're going to do it this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have that out for you next week. We want to have that out either New Year's Eve or actually on New Year's or the day after. So between that time frame next week. So you definitely don't want to miss next week's show. So make sure you have those notifications set up. If you haven't already, go to KRBE Crypto, KRBE Crypto.com/shop. Pick up that $20 Bitcoin starter guide 3.0. Was it 55 pages?
55 pages, over 25 plus
pages.
vocab words. A lot of good stuff in there. Crypto trading basics, 8 ways to make money. A lot of good stuff in there, man. And if you buy it, you will be eligible to be in the live AMA Sunday at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. AMA, people.
If you have purchased, you'll be getting that code on Sunday. If you haven't, make sure you purchase and join in on the live AMA. You're going to have a good time, answer a lot of questions.
There we go. All right, we have anything else for the free Crypto Coin Day? What are we doing?
For the free Crypto Coin today, how do you think Bitcoin and gold correlation will affect in the future? Do you think it's positive? Do you think it's a sign of things to come? Or do you think it doesn't matter? Bitcoin's going to do its own thing. Let us know. Put your Crypto Coin address, and we'll send those free coins to you.
There we go. As always, thanks for watching. Have a happy Friday, and we will see you all next week to end this year with a bang.
Absolutely.
All right. Cheers.
Have a good one.